Are you waking up feeling exhausted every single day? You're tired no matter how much sleep you get? Are you finding that you're dragging yourself throughout the entire day? That you don't feel human until you've had 2 to 3 cups of coffee? And you know that your afternoon crash is coming and it is severe. This video is for you. Because fatigue is not a personality trait. Those are not normal things to be experiencing. And I want to also remove any shame. This is not because you're lazy. This is not because you're unmotivated or you're just getting older. Welcome to Doctor's Alternative, where we're not chasing perfect. We're actually here to help you get better. Today, we're going to be talking about fatigue. Adults are generally recommended to get 7 to 8 hours of sleep. It is reported that the lack of sleep, or getting less than an average of 7 hours of sleep a day, is linked to so many different diseases and health issues. It is linked from everything from obesity to inflammation to depression to anxiety. All of these are connected to a lack of getting regular sleep. And so this is sometimes how people feel a little bit stuck, because they all understand that sleep is important. Sometimes you're sleeping, but you're not restored. Sometimes you're resting, but your body is still under stress. Sometimes you're eating, but you're not actually giving your body any nutrition. And sometimes your labs are normal, but you're still, and fatigue can come from so many different places. We talk about poor sleep quality. It can also come from low iron stores. It can come from low B12 and low vitamin D as well. It can come from a thyroid dysfunction. It can come from blood sugar swings up and down. It can come from chronic stress. The list can go on and on. This is why we really don't like when fatigue is something that is easily dismissed. Fatigue is your body saying that something is costing more energy than I'm able to actually replenish. Something is pulling on our energy source and we're not able to make it up. Now let's talk about blood sugar. We're understanding that sugar plays a very big role in things like inflammation, but having high, easily available carbs throughout your day will lead to an increase in your blood sugars, which then will lead to what? Everything that comes up must come down, which will lead to a crash. And that's where a lot of fatigue can come from. That drop in your blood sugar can do everything from causing the fatigue, but also it can cause irritability, cravings, shakiness, anxiety, and needing more coffee and something sweet. Now, a lot of times we check this with fasting glucose and checking A1C. Your A1C is such a good marker for giving me an idea of what 2 to 3 months of your normal blood sugar retention is. Now, even with those lab works, a lot of times people will start to feel the symptoms of change before they're even in the pre-diabetic or diabetic ranges, because their body is starting to give them the signal that it is not processing simple carbohydrates the way that it should be. This is why we try and look for patterns instead of looking for labs that are just a moment in time, because they can fluctuate from lab to lab. But something like an A1C looks over 2 to 3 months. And again, even if those numbers are normal, if you're looking at your data over time, what was it last year? What was it the year before? And you're starting to see those numbers creep up. It's your body saying, we're having an issue here, a metabolic issue, and we're struggling to process that sugar. Here are some things to take note of. Are you feeling tired after your meals? Do you crash around 2, 3 p.m.? Do you feel better after eating protein? Do you feel a little shaky if you skip a meal? And do you need caffeine to push through? So here's a few places that you can get started. 1, building a better breakfast. Now, breakfast doesn't need to be something that you have first thing early in the morning. Breakfast is, how do you break your fast? What is the first thing that you're putting into your body when your stomach has been empty for a couple of hours? Instead of just coffee and a pastry, think about adding something more healing, bone broth, adding something with protein in it to sustain you over a longer period of time. Examples that are really good are eggs, avocados with greens. We love chia seeds. We love chia pudding, and you can use Greek yogurt. Protein smoothies are great. You can add some greens and fruit and lots of other things to them. You can even add those chia seeds in, or some psyllium husks to add more fiber into the gut. Now, my second piece of advice to you is to look at your sleep quality. Are you getting enough sleep, and are you practicing good sleep hygiene? What time are you going to sleep? Is it the same time every single day? What are you eating before you go to bed? How many hours before bed are you actually trying to digest food? What does the setting around you look like? Do you have your phone on? Is the TV on? Do you have music on? All of these things affect your sleep. What is your sleep routine? Are you snoring at night? Are you waking up in the middle of the night? Are you having issues falling asleep or staying asleep? All of these are, again, great data points. And third, we're looking at labs. It's important, even within normal ranges, to look at the labs and see what they are telling us. What are your B12 levels? What are your vitamin D levels? What is your A1C looking like? We're looking at labs to see what could be the cause. Are your thyroid hormones normal? We're testing specific labs. And if the problem isn't resolved early, we're going deeper into specialty labs and figuring it out. If you're tired all the time, your body is not asking you to shame yourself. You're not made to feel guilty about feeling exhausted all the time. Again, there are so many different reasons as to why you can be fatigued or tired or exhausted. It's important that you take that as a sign that your body's trying to tell you something. The goal is not to force your body to work harder or to overcome its need for sleep. The goal is to listen to what it's trying to tell us and get to the root cause so that we can deal with it and understand why it's happening. At Doctor's Alternative, we don't chase perfect. We help to get you better.